Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss a new story every week. Now, let's dive into the tale of the impossible escape. On the night of June 11, 1962, in Alcatraz prison known as the Rock, 3 inmates decided to challenge the impossible. Using primitive tools, they planned and executed a daring escape that left the world in shock. How did they widen the narrow ventilation openings? How did they craft a raft from simple materials? And what happened to them after they fled the prison? These questions made people wonder, did they truly achieve the impossible and reach their goal? Or was their fate death in the icy waters of San Francisco Bay? In 1934, Alcatraz Island was transformed from a military base into a maximum security federal penitentiary. Known as the Rock due to its location on an island surrounded by the waters of San Francisco Bay, the prison was designed to make escape impossible. This was evident from the long history of failed escape attempts over the years. The prison itself was intended to house the most dangerous criminals in America, those no other prison could handle. As a result, security was extremely tight, guard towers, spotlights monitoring the area day and night, highly trained guards, and hallways equipped with motion detectors. Any unusual movement would immediately trigger a response. Even the water surrounding the island was part of the security system. Its temperature remained freezing year-round. Strong currents could pull anyone under, and rumors persisted about sharks in the bay. Alcatraz wasn't just a prison. It was a symbol of fear and despair. Inmates spoke of heartbreaking tales of hopelessness. Over the years, many prisoners attempted to escape, but all failed. Each failure only reinforced the prison's reputation as inescapable. For example, in December 1937, two inmates Theodore Cole and Ralph Rowe tried to flee during a foggy night. They managed to get off the island by breaking through a workshop window, but neither was ever seen again. Authorities assumed they drowned due to the harsh weather conditions and violent tides. Despite this, their bodies were never found, so they remained on the FBI's most wanted list as a precaution. Another infamous attempt occurred on January 13, 1939, involving 5 inmates: Arthur Barker, William Martin, Rufus McCain, Henry Young, and Dale Stampville. Their plan ended tragically, further proving how deadly and futile escape attempts from Alcatraz could be. But everything changed in 1962. On the night of June 11th, Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers John and Clarence decided to defy the odds. Here's how they did it. After studying the prison's design, Morris discovered that the small ventilation openings beneath the sinks in each cell led to a network of tunnels connecting to a larger vent on the roof. However, these openings were too narrow for an adult to pass through. This marked the first major challenge of their escape plan. Undeterred, Morris used his intelligence to exploit one of Alcatraz's weaknesses. The salty seawater surrounding the prison had weakened parts of the concrete walls near the vents. Armed with spoons stolen from the cafeteria and a makeshift drill fashioned from a vacuum cleaner motor, Morris and the Anglins painstakingly widened the vents over several months. To avoid suspicion, they covered the noise of their work by playing music during permitted hours and monitored the guards' movements closely. After finishing each session, they concealed the hole with cardboard painted to match the wall color and piled random items on top. As the plan progressed, the group also crafted life jackets and a raft using raincoats. They even created dummy heads out of soap, toilet paper, and real human hair to place on their beds, fooling the guards into thinking they were asleep. Every detail was meticulously planned, and they rehearsed their steps daily to ensure precision. On the fateful night, the 4 men executed their plan flawlessly. Leaving the dummy heads on their beds, they slipped through the widened vents, climbed up to the roof, and inflated their raft. Under the cover of darkness, they paddled toward the mainland. But here's where the mystery begins. What happened next? Did they survive the treacherous waters of San Francisco Bay? Or did they succumb to the cold and currents? Despite extensive searches, their bodies were never recovered. Some believe they made it to freedom, while others argue they perished in the bay. To this day, their fate remains unknown, one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in criminal history. And with that, we've reached the end of today's story. Do you think they survived, or was their escape doomed from the start? Share your thoughts below, and suggest stories you'd like us to explore next. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with fellow thrill seekers. Until next time, stay curious and maybe avoid swimming in icy bays at night. Peace.